this march the other day, I say, these people are not representative of our country. And not all of them, of course, but many of them are total lowlifes. These are lowlifes. These are people that are paid agitators, and they're not representative of our country. So,
okay, we got. There we go. She says, everywhere we go. There we go. I'm gonna let it shine. Okay. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Yeah. All right, this next one's super easy and the theme of today, obviously. So we're gonna sing, There Ain't No Kings in the USA. So repeat after me. There ain't no kings in the USA. Now you say it. There ain't no kings in the USA. That's right, that's all we gotta say over and over again. It comes up throughout the song. But let's see some enthusiasm. Let's see those ribbons in the air. I wanna see dancing. Joy is a resistance. Joy is an act of resistance, so I want to see as much joy as possible here today, y'all. Do we have any kings here? Do we want any kings here? Can I get a hell no? Can I get a hell no? That's right.
So everyone knows when the Saints go marching in? Yeah? Okay, so we're going to be singing Abolish ICE. Okay, for that. Right now. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump. Right now. We're going to protect our country. Oh, impeach Trump. Right now. Ready, sing along. Ready? Go. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE right now. We're gonna love and protect our neighbors. Abolish ICE right now. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump right now. We're gonna protect our country. Oh, impeach Trump right now.
Judgment-free zone. Okay, here we go. So let's go. It's okay to change your mind. Show us your courage. Leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us. Join us anytime. And with your courage, leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us anytime. Last time, real loud, let's go. It's okay to change your mind. Show us your courage. Leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us anytime.
You got anything to say?
I'm just happy to be here with my neighbors.
We're here sharing community with fellow people that are concerned about the future of this country.
These are not the questions.
Yeah.
The hand wipe
I'll play around with my mouth.
Okay, we got. There we go. She says, everywhere we go. There we go. I'm gonna let it super easy and the theme of today, obviously. So we're gonna sing There Ain't No Kings in the USA. So repeat after me. There ain't no kings in the USA. Now you say it. There ain't no kings in the USA. That's right, that's all we gotta say over and over again. It comes up throughout the song. But let's see some enthusiasm. Let's see those ribbons in the air. I wanna see dancing. Joy is a resistance. Joy is an act of resistance, so I wanna see as much joy as possible here today, y'all. Do we have any kings here? Do we want any kings here? Can I get a hell no? Can I get a hell no? That's right.
So everyone knows when the Saints go marching in? Yeah? Okay, so we're gonna be singing Abolish ICE. Okay, for that. Right now, oh impeach Trump, oh impeach Trump, oh impeach Trump, right now, we're gonna protect our country, oh impeach Trump, right now. Ready, sing along! Ready? Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE, abolish ICE right now. We're gonna love and protect our neighbors. Abolish ICE right now. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump. Oh, impeach Trump right now. We're gonna protect our country. Oh, impeach Trump right now.
Judgment-free zone. Okay, here we go. So let's go. It's okay to change your mind. Show us your courage. Leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us. Join us anytime. And with your courage, leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us anytime. Last time, real loud, let's go. It's okay to change your mind. Show us your courage. Leave this behind. It's okay to change your mind, and you can join us anytime. Yeah! That's it!
You got anything to say?
I'm just happy to be here with my neighbors.
We're here sharing community with fellow people that are concerned about the future of this country.
These are not dishwashers.
Yeah.
The hand wash truck.
The lyrics to this sort of stuff. Come on up, we have cards. These guys are going to pass them out. Just raise your hand if you're interested.
Are you here? I thought you were halfway
All right, this one's fairly simple for we're going to march for. We'll do that right after a word from our main organizer. This is Miss Barbara Gregg, everybody. Please give her a big hand.
Thank you. Not main organizer, just trying to be in charge of safety. Hi, you, and glad you're back. This is going out to the people on the west side of the street. We really need you to come over here. There'll be plenty of room. But I know there's shade, but we need you to come. If you're with Indivisible or with the No Kings March, we need you to come to the east side of the street, please cross the street and join us.
When the police say we're allowed to have that lane, we're allowed to have it. One other thing that they want us to know, if you have a flag with a flagpole, anything with a pole, be prepared if the police come up and talk to you to have to get rid of it. They don't want anything that you could beat someone else with, no matter how much you might feel like it.
I don't know. They got people standing over there in the shade. So I think we're supposed to post that on the shade. Like, saw that earlier. Gotta stop for a little
Everybody, this guy here, his name is Sean. He's going to be leading the march.
Did you stand the thing?
You said you were going to do.
This is what we're gonna do. Sorry, I forgot. And you're gonna
We wait.
Well, I don't want you to get a ticket. Alright, I'll go over there.
We'll be here. Sorry.
He's wearing a yellow shirt but a blue vest.
Hi.
Somebody told me to announce it. All right, someone will come in just a second.
Take care, right? You need water, by the way?
Yeah, I make.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
behind the scenes.
It is not.
That was cute. I've heard crowds half this size make twice that noise on a Friday night. Las Vegas! If you are here because this is America and we don't do kings, make some noise! You are here because this is a nation of the people, for the people, by the people. People, make some noise! Before we get to it, I'm gonna go over a couple housekeeping rules real quick. So let's get this out of the way so I can get back to yelling if that's okay with y'all. If you have to go, you can head to the D. There are also restaurants and bars south on Bonneville. We've got plenty water, y'all, up here by the stage and any of the canopies. Also along the march route, please stay hydrated, do not pass out. donations. Yo. Y'all know? We ain't gonna take this shit no more. Everybody scream! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce my co-MC from Centennial Hills Democratic Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Deidre Radford!
Howdy! Are you ready? We are gathered here today in the hot desert sun under the wide Nevada sky, not just as individuals, but as a united voice. A voice that refuses to be silenced. A voice that refuses to bow. A voice that says loud and clear, we do not do kings in this country. We believe in each other. Look around you. Look at all the people standing shoulder to shoulder with you today. Neighbors, seniors, workers, families, students, veterans. This is what power looks like. Not one person at the top, but all of us together. Because here's the truth. No one is above the law of the people. No one. No one is above the law of we the people. No one is entitled to rule by ego, by fear, or by force. In America, power flows from the people. And today, the people are here. We are here because we care. We are here because we're paying attention. And we're here because we're not backing down. So let this rally send a message that echoes far beyond Las Vegas. We reject authoritarianism. We reject corruption. We reject the idea that anyone can crown themselves above the rest of us. And instead, we rise. We rise. We rise for justice. We rise for freedom. We rise for a future that belongs to all of us. So make some noise, Las Vegas! There are no kings here. There never will be. Thank you. Let's get to work.
No kings! No kings! No kings!
No kings, no kings, no kings, no kings,
No kings!
no kings, no kings. Is Noah Orozco here? Noah. Noah is the coordinator for the Nevada Immigrant Coalition. He joined the NIC in November 2025 and has played a pivotal role in amplifying the coalition's priorities and presence, helping expand its reach and elevating its voice. Noah!
Thank you so much. Las Vegas! So as I was mentioned, my name is Noe. I am with the Nevada Immigrant Coalition. I'm going to be doing the land acknowledgement. But before I do that, I do just want to quickly mention that the Nevada Immigrant Coalition, with over 20 of its coalition members, are doing Know Your Rights, we're doing family preparedness plans, and we're doing rapid responses because our community and our neighbors are being kidnapped. We're not seeing the same level as if we have in Minneapolis, Chicago, Los Angeles, but that doesn't mean that there is not an increase in ICE activity here that is kidnapping our neighbors. So I just wanted to say that before I give the land acknowledgement. With the corporations that profit off of our pain and our lands, and the government that criminalizes our people, and that protect the theft and exploitation of our communities. And if you don't think about, and if you don't believe it, about 3 days ago, we had a bunch of trees right here that were chopped down like on Thursday.
Where's our trees? Where's our trees? Where's our trees? Where's our trees? Where's our trees?
As this protest is taking place across Turtle Island, hear this loud and hear it clear. It's all indigenous land. Every hill, every plain, every river, and every mountain. Every city built on sacred land. Every street paved over ancestral home. And this specific protest that's taking place here, it's on the ancestral homeland of the Nuwuvi people. And giving this acknowledgement doesn't return the land. It doesn't restore the thousands of broken treaties. And it doesn't undo the centuries of trauma, family separations, and stolen generations. And when we're on this topic, I also want to say the Spanish, the English, the French, and the Dutch settlers were not immigrants. Let me repeat that. They were not immigrants. They were colonizers. And there is a difference. Colonizers came here to kill indigenous people and steal the land. Immigrants coming today are just fleeing displacement and trauma, much of which is being caused by the United States. And they're seeking to just improve the opportunity and their families. So when we honor the land, we are reminding the United States that this land was never theirs to take. We are reminding it that we are still resisting, still protecting, and still creating, and that we are still here.
Believer in an almighty God or not, we're going to offer a prayer to that God. I believe that this cause is absolutely holy. Will you say that word? Holy. I believe that this is what God wants us to be doing. We need to do this for the sake of the people of this country, for the people around the world, and for the earth. Amen. So let us pray. Gracious God, we come to you this day full of joy, weariness, worry, and hope. Nation to our power. Fill us with relentless conviction to make our country stand for all that is in our Constitution. Through the efforts of millions of Americans this day at over 3,000 rallies across this country, send a clear message to our elected representatives. We expect you to do your jobs.
That's right. Do your jobs. 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 Do your jobs.
Help us right the wrongs and hold accountable those who are inflicting great harm on the people of the United States, the populations of the entire globe, and the earth itself. We know that you are a God of justice, so let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. In your mighty and everlasting name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Public servant and community leader with extensive experience in advocacy, labor leadership, and child welfare. Currently serving as Vice President of the Supervisory Unit for SEIU Local 1107. Sarah is also the founder of the Climate Justice Caucus within SEIU.
I stand before you today not just as somebody that's worked at Clark County Family Services for the last 18 years, but as somebody who's a proud union member. And as somebody who's had to face every single day tragic incidences that involve children that need, families that are torn apart, and and communities that are stretched thin because they lack the resources that we need. Look, when we stand together, when we fight together, we create and demand the change that we want to see occur. I've seen this in my own eyes. This past legislation session, because of my union membership, we were able to pass legislation to cap caseload sizes. This huge win for Clark County is going to keep children safer, is going to keep families together, and is going to keep communities stronger.
I want to give a shout out real quick to Anwar, my soon-to-be co-worker, and just human energizer buddy, man. He really keeps the crowd up. Oh yeah. Now, there may be no kings in America, but we should have policy advisors, just to preface that. Now, the Youth Voice engages, informs, and educates young folks alongside civic participation, whether that is adequate NSHE funding that benefits students as well as staff members, over to the Office of Gun Violence Prevention, which we advocated for with Senator Edgar Flores during the last 83rd legislative session. Unfortunately, vetoed by Governor Lombardo, who apparently just doesn't like community safety. Joe hates communities. To President Trump and MAGA, too many leaders have tried to consolidate power at the expense of the public good. Now, just 2 years ago, Donald Trump told Americans that he was going to make life for us affordable again. He was going to end inflation as we know it. He was going to make groceries cheaper. He was going to make gas under $2 a gallon, which is something he said multiple times, and as someone who had to fill up on my way here, I found that to be very untrue. So here we are. Now, today's trade wars have meant real pain in people's pocket. Here in Nevada, beef is up 44%, the price of coffee is up 10%, and the average Nevadans paid $1,700 in tariffs. Money that could have gone to books for students to pay. Money that we could have paid towards our rent. Now, meanwhile, today's actual war has meant real pain at the pump. From the Strait of Hormuz, we have had to dip straight into our savings to help pay for gas just to make sure we make it to work on time. Now, for those of you thinking, I'm just going to take the bus, unfortunately, our self-minted king is trying to take that away from you too. Now, the administration not only proposed eliminating federal funding for public transit, he also wants to take away federal highway funds for funding mass transit. Now, this is something that has taken place since the 1980s and is one of the main ways that we fund the RTC in this state. It was a practice put in place, though, by well-known liberal activist Ronald Reagan. So Trump's even going against Reagan now. Now, I want to be clear. Now, if you're a private jet gifted from Qatar, or you're a golden escalator parked over at Trump Tower, you're just great. You're just dandy. But now, if you're a healthcare worker, a teacher, an older adult, someone with disabilities who has to take the bus to get to work just to survive, go pay your bills, go to your job, see your family, well, I'm going to have to say President Trump thinks that you should be on your own. Now, Lyndon Johnson once waged a war on poverty, which established SNAP, Head Start as we know it, Medicaid and Medicare. However, Trump is declaring another war of his own. No, this is not the war in Iran or the trade war with Canada. Sorry, Gretzky. This is a war on working families and affordability. Now, King Henry VIII would have never risen without the powerful backing of elites like Richard Neville, known as the Earl of Warwick. He is one of the wealthiest landowners of his time. Does that sound familiar to you? Now, billionaire families poured a record $2.6 billion into the 2024 elections, 2.5 times what they spent in 2020, and 160 times more than they spent before Citizens United was passed in 2010. Now, 2/3 of that money backed Republicans. 71% of super PAC money attacking Democrats came from these same billionaires. Now, Elon Musk donated 4 times the amount of money he paid in taxes in 2013 to 2018 combined and what he spent in political contributions. The question we all have to ask ourselves is why? Why would they do this? Do they just like his policies? Do they like the art of the deal? Instead of addressing the cost of living crisis on day one, this administration was busyifying the public employees tasked with making sure the wealthy paid their fair share over at the IRS. Then it followed followed up with one of the greatest upward wealth transfers of our lifetime. Now, in a case of reverse Robin Hood during the One Big Beautiful Bill, $4.5 trillion in tax cuts to the wealthiest corporations and individuals went to cuts to working families and money taken away from our health care, money taken away from food on the table, money taken away from clean energy jobs, which just so happen to be union jobs. Now, here in Nevada, the damage is real. Billions cut from our programs we were relying on, $9.5 billion. Healthcare jobs threatened, SNAP recipients at risk, and families losing coverage they depend on. All while giant corporations, some of your personal favorites, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, and Google's parent company, Alphabet, have lowered their taxes by $96 billion. Now that is an incredible return on investment for just $2 billion out, $96 billion back in, that they've went to go and use to fund Trump's ballroom. Now the Earl of Warwick and King Henry VIII would have been proud. But they haven't stopped there, folks. Today, House Republicans are thinking about further gutting Medicaid to pay for a war with Iran. Ostensibly, they are valuing warfare over health care. Now, 50 billionaire families have spent $433 million just this year influencing the 2026 midterms. 80% of the cash is going towards politicians and groups who protect tax breaks for the wealthy and corporations. So I want to be clear with y'all. When we say no clings, we should be clear. This is not only about Trump, it's about the billionaire kingmakers who think they can buy the crown from the rest of us. Now, today we ask you to stand for public investment over private greed, democracy over aristocracy, and of course, students over billion-dollar student loan debt collectors. That's right. Now, no corporate kings, no fascist kings, and I want to pass this off to Deirdre Radford. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Who's been serving our state for more than a decade as the Director of Communications and Campaigns for the American Civil Liberties Union of Nevada. Their work focuses on raising consciousness and awareness around the top civil rights issues impacting the Silver State and on the building and supporting the advocacy power of we the people. West X Jewel, come up on here!
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, will you hold your signs up? I want to see them. I want to see them. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the sun is brighter or all of your faces are. So I just want to start off by giving a huge shout out to Las Vegas Indivisible. I'll tell you, and you all probably know this, neither the city of Las Vegas or the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department have a strong track record on First Amendment issues. So I know firsthand how hard they have all worked to make this event happen. Give it up for them. That's an abuse of power. It's happening in Nevada too. Listen, in the last year, the ACLU has filed 249 legal actions against unconstitutional abuses of power. That's happening in Nevada too. That's happening in Nevada too. And I know you know this, but hear me out. We can't do this alone. All of us, right? We need all of us. This moment we're in. If we're serious and we believe that we the people means all of us, then we all have to stand together and be that firewall for freedom, all right? So much love to you all. All power to the people. Nevada belongs to the people. Thank you.
Give it up for West X Jewel from the ACLU. Our next speaker is Tita Cara. Tita, where you at? There she is. Tita Cara is a cultural voice and thought leader widely recognized for uplifting people through community, equality, and belonging. She is an author, speaker, organizer, and influence. Give it up for Tita Cara!
When you hear me say no kings, you're going to repeat after me, yeah? Yeah. All right. The word today is joyous resistance. We are living in a moment where many people feel unheard, unseen, and uncertain. And when that happens, it can feel like power is moving further away from the people it's meant to serve. But this is exactly why we're here. Because even in moments like this, moments filled with tension, with uncertainty, even with fury, we still have a choice. And that choice is who we decide to be. Where there is fury, there can also be joy. Two can coexist. We are not here to create chaos. We are not here to tear each other apart. We are here to stand together and to remind ourselves of something deeper. Power does not belong with one person. Power belongs to all of us. That's what No Kings means. It means no one is above accountability. It means leadership is a responsibility, not a privilege. It means that strength of this country has never come from one voice at the top, but from people choosing to stand and speak and to care. We have seen moments like this before, moments where people could have chosen fear, but those who chose courage, where they could have chosen silence, but chose to speak, where they could have chosen division, but chose to come together, not with violence, not with hate, but with conviction, with clarity, with purpose. Power. Choosing to be a light in moments that feel heavy, that is power. No kings. Because being a light is not passive, it is a decision. And here in the city, we know what it means to be told where we belong and where we don't. There was a time when Sammy Davis Jr. could headline on the Las Vegas Strip, could fill rooms, could move audiences because of the color of his skin. He was welcome to perform, but then expected to leave. Sent away from the places he helped bring to life. Back to North Las Vegas, where so many people who look like him and me told they belonged. The same talent, the same voice, the same impact, but a different level of dignity. And long before any of this, this land was home to the indigenous communities, like the Southern and Northern Paiute tribe, and the Western Shoshone, and the White Shoal tribe, who were displaced and removed and told they no longer belong on the land that had always sovereignly been theirs. So when we talk about belonging, we have to understand that this conversation did not start with us. And the question had always been the same: who gets to belong and who gets to decide? Because love has no gender, dignity has no condition, and freedom must belong to all of us. That's right. And for some of us, this isn't just history, it's personal. My great-grandmother, an immigrant, was one of the 63 lives during the LA riots. So I stand here with you today and we have a choice to carry forward pain or to transform it into something that builds. And I choose to be a light. So I ask you, do you? Yeah! Because there's an old fable that reminds us of something simple but true. It's through warmth and understanding that we can win the hearts of others. What force cannot do, connection can. When someone disagrees with us, when someone makes a mistake, our instinct is to confront and push back and correct. But has anyone ever responded well to criticism? It is human to defend ourselves, and as we should. But if we remain open, we choose curiosity over control, we create something different. You cannot force people to change their minds, but you can lead them to shift their paradigm. And that's what leadership looks like. They are you. They look like you. They are people like Erica Mosca, who began her work serving students and families in the community before she stepped into her current public role office. There are people like Brittany Miller, an educator who showed up for young people every day before she served on the larger stage. Or Olivia Diaz, born in the east side of Las Vegas before becoming the first ever Latina to walk the Las Vegas City Council halls. These are people who didn't wait for permission. They chose to lead, and so can you, by going to your local elections, volunteering, donating your time, uplifting humanity rights and equality for all, and supporting the organizations that do that on a daily basis. Pay attention to who is representing you. Understand that if you want change at the top, it starts with you. Choose to put there. This is a swing state for a reason. Your voice carries weight here. We are battle-born, no kings. And that doesn't just mean where we come from. It means we don't back down from responsibility of shaping what comes next. So let this be a moment not defined by anger. Let this be a moment defined by clarity, by courage, by community. Let this be a moment where we choose together who we are going to be. Because even now, even in moments of fury, there can still be joy. Two things can coexist. And if we continue to show up like this, grounded, united, and unshakably committed to something greater, then this moment will not be defined by tension. It will be defined by transformation, and that starts with us no kings.
Thank you so much, Miss Cotto. Okay, next we're gonna have a little bit of music, but before we do, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming here. Look at this beautiful crowd. Oh my God, look how beautiful everybody is. So freaking wonderful. I love you guys. I love everybody here. It's incredible. Really, love you guys so much. I know there's so much love right now happening amongst this crowd. It's wonderful. We can feel it. It's fabulous. Thank you so much. All right, we gotta get some music here. Yes.
It was still in mind, same amount of liquor guys. But you guys are like, now it seems like the sheriff got you. Oh, no kidding. You gotta be safe. Keep it peaceful. Yes, sir. Be good. Be safe, y'all.
I am the coalition coordinator for the Nevada Immigrant Coalition.
Also, I would like to say that we're doing great. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. I love it. We're going to go on to the next speaker.
PFP 702 as well. I like that.
Las Vegas, y'all ready to keep this thing going? Okay, it sounds like it down here. I'm gonna look over here. Maybe I didn't hear y'all because I wasn't looking. Las Vegas, we ready to keep this thing going? That's what I'm talking about. Joining us next, ladies and gentlemen, Natalia Jordan is a proud daughter of Guatemalan immigrants and is the political director for SEIU Local 1107. Natalia comes from a union family and fight for worker rights. As a first-generation American, Natalia is incredibly proud to enter spaces that her family could only dream of. Natalia was formerly the Ways and Means Committee Manager and former NVDEM's political director, and is excited to stand before you today and share remarks in Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Un gritar de júbilo para Natalia Jordan!
Job all the time. Immigrants are people too. This administration has made an absolute joke out of our Latino communities, and I am so excited that we get to stand together today and say there will never be kings in America. Never. En esta tierra, nosotros somos latinos. We're proud. Vamos a trabajar. Hacemos lo que necesitamos hacer
All right, y'all ready for the next speaker, ladies and gentlemen? All right, before our next speaker, we are marching. Oh, look at that, I did the rules right on time. So, Deidre, we are headed that way, correct? All right, we are headed that way south towards Clark. So, but if you've got health problems, if you are feeling yourself getting overwhelmed by that heat, stay here and dance. We want everybody to stay safe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are headed that way, south toward Clark. Look for Sean. You are going to walk in the direction of the megaphone guy chanting. And spoiler alert, it is that way. Sean, if you can hear me, you got it, my good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to walk, I need everybody to shout! Let's go!
I've been watching what goes on, and then you have the radical left lunatics, and what's that all about? I mean, they're fighting us because we want to stop crime. Where do these people come from? They're paid money. I guess they're paid a lot of money. But like I saw that ridiculous march the other day, I say, these people are not representative of our country. And not all of them, of course, but many of them are total lowlifes. These are lowlifes. These are people that are paid agitators, and they're not representative of our country. So, I don't know, I can just tell you that our country has tremendous spirit right now. You know that better than anybody because you cover it well.
Just when I thought it wasn't getting no sicker, woke up one morning and heard this weird ass motherfucker talking about the side of his neck.
It was like 2 years where I was like
we always thought he was straight.
the 49ers against the Chiefs here in Vegas.
Which motherfucker when it came to the business? Now, since we know how you really feel, that's how we.
On the west side of the street, you're marching to Bonneville. We'd like you over here, whatever, and in a right on Bonneville. So merge with from this end of the street, okay? And the rest of you, if you want to stay at your dance parties, come on over here.
In the fields, the body.
Let me ask, are those printed up or did you do these yourself?
No, we bought them on Etsy. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the handmade.
There's no pros and cons with Jesus Christ. There's no downside with Jesus Christ. There's only upside. And he loves everyone. He dies for each and every one of you.
I believe it's impactful to them. I believe it is moving.
Las Vegas. All right, looks like we got our marchers making their way back in. So as you make your way back in, I'm going to remind all of you. Water. If you were a part of the march especially, make sure you are drinking water. Also, we've got volunteer medics. We've got a tent down there. If you need a medic, they are also roaming around. So be sure to scream for one if you need one. Also, please remember not to engage with the counter protesters because why?
Don't be the troll!
If this first order is given once again, we will announce it. Please do not take off running, y'all. Remember to join the people. They are out here every week. If they are not here, they are somewhere in Las Vegas every week. Donations are greatly appreciated, and thank you so much to those of you who have donated so far. And remember, most important
When you ready.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is black as my skin. There's a light plenty, worth the risk and the chances we take. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we must win. And there's pride in my heart, because I know where I've been. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. But there's pride in our hearts, 'cause we know where we're going, yes we do. And we know where we've been. There's a road we must travel. There's a promise we must make. To live the same till tomorrow. There's just a distance we'll be lasting. I know it, I know it, I know where I'm going. Where I've been. When we win, I give thanks to my God, 'cause I know where I've been. From every color, every race, every background, every creed, and allowing themselves to say that if we combine as one voice, as one unit, we are unstoppable. Say, I'm unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Look at somebody and say, you're unstoppable. When you allow yourself to see that what the problem is that we are having so many opportunities to gather as a unit, and they're not taken to its highest extent. Do not let No King's Day be the only day that you meet up with somebody that you just met. Because the fight that you're fighting goes way past just simply being upset and loud. It goes into the courtrooms. It goes into the boardrooms. It goes into the bedroom conversations that you're having with your partner. It goes into the family functions that you're having with auntie, uncle, cousin, and everyone else in between. It is the uncomfortable conversations that you have to have that moves the pendulum. Either you are going to make it happen or you're going to be complicit to your demise. Are you going to make it happen? I didn't hear a yes, I heard a woo. Are you going to make it happen? Are you going to make it happen? Are you going to talk to people no matter how outrageous you feel towards their ideas? Are you going to speak your truth? See, the reality of it is your erasure is systematic. Your erasure is designed to be a shameful thing, to make you want to be quiet. Ooh, Lord. We're gonna put that down.
The wind is here. You feel it is breaking things. I like that. I want to let y'all know that your erasure is systematic, so your voice has to be able to speak louder than the systems that you're in. You need to be willing to push past the margins of your own uncomfortability. You need to be willing to speak up when you're scared. Courage does not mean that you need to do it unafraid. It means you can do it while you're shaking in your freaking boots. It means you can do it while your voice is quivering, but still saying the truth, because the truth will set you free, and it sets everyone here on the path to freedom. And if we're not getting freedom, what the hell are we here for? So I'm gonna leave you with this. I want you to repeat after me. I want freedom. I deserve freedom. My neighbors deserve freedom. I am free. I am free. I'm full of audacity. And can't nobody stop me. Say it like you mean it. Can't nobody stop me. Can't nobody stop me. Can't nobody stop us. No kings. No kings. No kings. This is America. Land of the free, home of the brave, and baby, all I see in front of me is some marvelous family members. Say hello. My name is Rio Antone. Thank you for having me. Can do better. Everywhere you go, do better. Be unafraid of your truth. And be willing to stand up for who you are and what you believe in. Do you hear me? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, make it loud for Rio Antone. Yeah. Joining us to deliver the next speech, ladies and gentlemen, Deidre Radford is the president of Centennial Hills Democrats, a brand new kind of Democratic club in the Northwest Valley. Deidre is an outspoken advocate of Scandinavian model politics, labor rights, and the... I know we ain't tired yet. I need y'all to help me welcome Centennial Democrats President Deidre Radford.
Howdy! Yeah, I just want to welcome everybody here back from the march. You guys are amazing. I want to talk a little bit about the new club that I started this year back in March. And we're doing pretty good, but we'd love to have a lot more members. The club that I'm talking about, basically what we're saying is if someone is going to work, they ought to receive a wage, health care, paid vacation, paid family leave, a pension, child care, working conditions that allow them to thrive and live with dignity. That's right. We don't think that's too much to ask for, do you? There are systems on this planet that work a lot better than ours does. If you're interested in finding out about those systems, systems like they have in Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, all those little Scandinavian countries where they have all the things like health care, child care, livable wages, 5 weeks minimum paid vacation every year for McDonald's workers. That kind of system is what we're striving for at Centennial Hills Democratic Club. So if you want to join us, CentennialHillsDemocrats.org. My name is Deidre Radford. I'm the president. CentennialHillsDemocrats.org. We are pro-labor. We are pro-worker. It doesn't matter what race, creed, anything else you are. I tell you what, LGBTQIA, everybody is welcome. We got a couple of Democratic Socialists on the board. That's right. We welcome DSA members. We'd love to see everybody
right, joining us next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually excited about introducing this person. Quentin Savoir is the president of the Las Vegas branch of the NAACP, the nation's oldest civil rights organization. Since 2023, the branch has reached me. Welcome the one and only Quentin Savoir.
Man, they really know how to gas a guy up over here. I love it. What's up, freedom fighters? I love seeing so many democracy champions out here. You making my little heart so happy. Listen, we're living through some perilous times, folks. So to see so many people out here under the need to reject this rising fascism, for me to see this matter to you so deeply just warms my heart. Thank you and applaud yourselves for being here. Thank you for being here. No kings. Listen, it's easy to point to this current administration in Washington and see all of the tyrannical things that they're doing. I want to lift up two examples for you where fascism is sneaking into our own backyard before I really bring you the message I'm trying to bring you. Recent news show that one of our elected officials denied the order from a judge in our justice system here. And you have to ask yourself, when you start denying the orders of judges and the integrity of our institutions, that is an engrossment against our democracy. We have systems and we have institutions and we have checks and balances for a reason. Another example that I'll give you where our civil liberties are being challenged right here in our own state is the creation of this corridor court, where they seek to just put unhoused people because they're considered a nuisance through the judicial system. Every other state and city where we've seen this happen, it's increased criminalization of merely being homeless. So let's not just look at Washington. We need to be at City Hall. We need to be at the school board meetings. We need to pay attention in Carson City. And I know one thing, if we are going to get out of fascism, voting will be one tool in the toolbox that we will need. So, I need you to join us at the NAACP Las Vegas. We have phone banks, we have kitchen table conversations, we do public education workshops so that we break this down for people in a way that it makes sense to them and they feel comfortable being ambassadors for this message in their spheres of influence. It's going to take all of us. Let me hear you say that. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. So I need you to join us at the NAACP Las Vegas. Visit our website, naacplasvegas.com. If you want to save democracy, find me while we out here. Thank you, family.
Hey, y'all. What a day it has been. I'm going to read a poem that I wrote, but I wanted to say a couple of things really quickly. First of all, I appreciate everybody that came out here and everybody who made this day happen, because it's a lot of planning and it's a lot of work. And I also want to talk about free speech. You'll see that we have one lane closed and we were allowed to be in the streets, but free speech is not free in Las Vegas. You want to know why? Because there are no spaces designated as free speech in our city, and we need to change that. Because it should not cost us the money that it cost us to have one lane open. We should be able to be in the streets. One more thing I wanted to say. I know you've probably seen clips and everything from lots of cities all over the world from the No Kings. You had 500,000 people in London, 200,000 people in Minneapolis. We've got thousands of people here right now. But I want to tell you, I'm from a small town in North Carolina that's very red. And my best friend still lives there, and she sent me video this morning of their No Kings, and there were hundreds of people there. So there is change coming. So here's my point. It's called This Freedom Is Ours, Souls of Stars. We are a woven fabric of dreams, disappointments, despairs, devotions, determinations. The good never rinses away the bad. They are two halves of a life. Bit, not broken. Belief, not burden. There's no telescope into what happens next, but we can't wait for it. We cannot hold our hope in hierarchy that someone else will point the stars in another direction. After all, we are made of stars. The dust from the heavens, it did not burn through the universe to make us into statues. We are alive, but brandished by the brute with no benediction for the brave. But you are so bold to stand when it's easier to break. A brutality against all our souls of stars sears us all with the same scar. Heal we can, hope we will, humanity we are. So when they ask, what kind of world do you want to live in? An enormous question that jolts your heart to your throat, closes your eyes to dream of something that calls all souls of stars. A million moments make up this movement, and what we stand against is far smaller than what we stand for. Decency and humanity may seem like a distant echo, but you've got more power than you can imagine. And when we stand and demand, our response is not hollow, it's the desire that the promises and ideals laid out 250 years ago actually become realized. One day will not change the world. One day it does not erase the damage or erode disillusionment, but it can change each of you. It's a spark, and you will never set a fire without all of us uniting and igniting. Are we going to move forward as defiant, determined, and devoted to each other, or will we be consumed by apathy and anguish? The choice is ours. This movement is ours. This country is ours. This freedom is ours. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Beth Osborne, y'all.
No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Well, my name is Dr. Robert Bush, and I stand before you as the president of National Action Network, an organization founded by the Reverend Al Sharpton that's never been afraid to speak truth to power, to march when others sit down, to shout when others whisper, and to stand when they told us to bow. And I came here today to declare something our founders, our martyrs, and our God already knows. This is America, and we do not bow to kings. Say it with me, we do not bow to kings. We do not bow to kings. The history in our bones, 248 years ago, this nation was born in rebellion against a king. They wrote it down plain. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
That's right.
Now, they didn't always live up to those words.
No, that's right.
Let me say it again. They didn't always live up to those words.
That's up.
My ancestors were in chains when they wrote them. But we did not let the failure of the promise kill the power of the promise.
That's right.
We fought to make America be what America said it was going to be. Dr. King marched from Selma to Montgomery, not because the law was with him, it was not. Not because the public opinion was behind him, it was not. He marched because God was with him.
That's right.
Because truth was with him. history was with him. And that's the reason why we rallied today. But let me be honest. Can I be honest?
Yes.
Let me be honest. Somebody say, please be honest. For the ballot box, baby, they're coming straight for the soul of this democracy, and they are coming for you. We will not let go gently in this nation, and we will not let this nation go into a dark corner of authoritarianism. We will not. Somebody say, we will not. We will not. Because listen, your vote is your crown. Your vote is your crown. Your vote is your crown. Men and women, our people bled on the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the right to vote. John Lewis, that good troublemaker, they cracked his skull on that bridge because he wanted the right to vote. So when I hear someone say my vote doesn't matter, I want to weep. It makes me sad. Because right now, they're drawing maps in back rooms to dilute your vote. They're closing polling places in our neighborhoods. They're doing everything in their power to make sure your voice is not heard. Specifically, to make sure that our voice is not heard. Why would they work so hard for something that they don't think matters? Because it does matter. It matters to them, and it should matter to you. Every vote is a check on the appetite of power. Every vote is a wall against the throne, and we will not be stripped of it. That's right. So receive this charge deep in your spirit. I'm going to give you a charge. Dr. King said, the arc of the moral universe is long, and it bends towards justice. Friends, the arc bends towards justice because we bend it. It does not bend by itself. So with our marching feet, and our praying knees, and our organizing hands, and our voting fingers, we bend it. So march. Let's march because your feet carry the weight of history. Organize because your neighbor needs your strength. And speak because silence is the ally of oppression. Vote because democracy is not a spectator sport. We have already been to the mountain. We've already seen the promised land, and we're not turning back. No kings in America. No kings in America. No kings in America. Not now, not now, not ever. God bless the movement, and God bless the people of Las Vegas.
Give it up for Dr. Robert Bush! On national media and in communities across the country, Katia fights for families to stay together, for dreams to stay alive, and for immigrants to be treated with the dignity and respect they deserve. She is not only a trusted leader, she is a relentless voice for justice and a champion for immigrant rights nationwide. Please welcome Katia.
Today I stand here as the immigration lawyer. Yes, everything they told you is right. I dedicate my life to help those who have no voice. But I am also an immigrant. I'm a Peruvian immigrant, and I am a U.S. citizen. And I came to this country because there was a promise. There was an American promise that if I work hard and sacrifice and treat everybody with this dignity and respect, I will be treated the same way. The promise, guys, the promise is dying. And we have to do something about it. We cannot stand and watch behalf of every single immigrant who's hiding at home, on behalf of every kid who is going to let everyone
Way overdue.
Yes or no? And we stand like the Constitution and we're going to fight for your because of their gender or because where they come from. And that is not American. It will never be American.
So they're not going to change. So they don't want us to get out.
Every person here,
But that's not. I think over there, a block from there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I made it out.
Somebody wearing it. That's another one. Because you got to. This is Larry.
Hell yeah, sure.